Fear keeps us away from the truth. Xiefeng. August 15, 2018. Translated by Qingyu and edited by Peter. Fear refers to the intensely depressing emotional experience that people feel when they are facing a certain dangerous situation, which they tried to get rid of but were unable to do anything. When fear occurs, it is often accompanied by a series of physiological changes, such as rapid heartbeat or irregular heartbeat, shortness of breath or pauses, increased blood pressure, a pale face, trembling lips, dry mouth, cold sweats, weakness in the limbs, etc. The phenomenon of physiological dysfunction often causes or promotes the occurrence of physical diseases. On the other hand, fear can cause obstacles to people's perception, memory, and thinking process, can make people lose the ability to analyze and judge the current situation, and cause behavior disorders. Baidu Encyclopedia. Faced with sudden dangers and crises, it is normal for people to be afraid. But before the coming of risks and crises, people can fantasize about a certain dangerous situation which causes them to feel fear. This is abnormal. It is a kind of disease, a kind of mental illness. Fear not only causes physiological dysfunctions, malfunctions of thinking, and behavior disorders, but also takes people far away from the truth. The closer to the truth, the farther away from fear, the farther away from the truth, the closer to fear. A person who has no fear is a person who is one with the truth, and a person who is fearful is a person who is one with falsehoods, evil and ugliness. What is truth? Truth is Tao. What is Tao? Tao is the consciousness of the creator of everything and every phenomenon in the universe, and it is the synthesis of all the laws and principles of the universe. Only by knowing the Tao and being one with the Tao can all kinds of fears be eliminated. If you stay away from the Tao, you will be afraid in your heart. From this we can see that if we are afraid in our hearts, it proves that we do not know the Tao. If we are constantly in fear, it proves that we do not understand the Tao at all, and do not understand the truth. Simply put, the more we fear, the closer we are to hell, the less we fear, the closer we are to heaven. Therefore, among the 8 without realms described in the Sutra of attaining the state of immortality, one of them is without fear. If there is still fear, it means you have not attained the state of immortality yet. The lower the realm of life, the more fear there is, the higher the realm of life, the less fear there is. Hell is full of fear, heaven is full of joy. So, if we're in an environment where there's a lot of fear, it proves that this environment is very bad, almost like hell. If we live in an environment where there is little fear, it proves that it is an ideal environment, almost like paradise. It thus can be seen that a person who has many fears is close to hell, a person who has little fear is near heaven. What do we fear? Why should we fear? If we haven't done anything that hurts the world, why should we fear? If we haven't done anything stealthily, why should we fear? If we haven't done anything illegal, why should we fear? If we haven't hindered others living, why should we fear? We fear because we have been hiding something in our hearts. We fear because we have possessed too much, had too strong a desire for fame and fortune, and have been too ambitious. We fear because we are deeply entangled with secular ties, have too much sin and too little merit, and are too selfish. We fear because we do not understand the laws of heaven, we do not know the facts, we cannot distinguish between good and evil, and we are far away from the truth. We fear because we gain things we shouldn't gain. We fear because we have no faith and do not understand the Tao. If we know a little about Tao, we should have no fear. Not to mention the deep connotation of Tao, just examine the 3 connotations of Tao and we should not allow fear to be generated. 1. As a man sows, so shall he reap. Divine punishments, though slow, are always sure. Good will be rewarded with good, and evil with evil. If the reward is not forthcoming, it is because the time has not yet come. When the time comes, one will get one's due reward. 2. The sum of the positive and negative energies of the universe is 0, and what you pay and what you receive are always equal. 3. Everything in the universe runs in the Tao, and governments and everyone in the world also run in the Tao. The Tao is fair. It is up to the greatest creator to judge who is right or wrong, and it is up to Tao to assess our merits and faults. What should come will come, what should go will go. If we understand the above 3 points, will we still fear? If you still fear, then I tell you, you have done too many bad things. Then it's unreasonable if you do not fear. If you do not fear, who should fear? Of course, you should fear. Those who live in hell live in fear all the time. Examining our own lives, if we have always adhered to truth, goodness, beauty, love, faith, sincerity, diligence, and harmony, we need not fear. If we have been giving selflessly, we have not taken advantage of others, have not harmed nature, society, others, or other lives, why should we fear? If we have not violated the law and discipline, have not humiliated our ancestors, have not blasphemed God and Buddha, and have not blasphemed the spirits and deities, why should we fear? If we haven't blocked the way of others, haven't disturbed others' preaching, haven't judged others, haven't derogated others, haven't got in the way of others living, why should we fear? If we haven't been extravagant and wasteful, and we have treated everything with kindness and love, why should we fear? Do we not believe that there are divinities watching over us? Do we not believe that our words and deeds, every action, every thought, are all being monitored and judged by the arrangements of Tao? If we think that the Tao will also do wrong to good people, it can only show that we do not understand the law of heaven, the law of Tao et al. If we are tortured and punished, the problem is not in external factors, but in ourselves. Then, fear is useless, complaining and resentment are even more useless. No one can escape the reward or punishment of a victim. Finally, what I want to tell you is that people with fear have no relationship with health, joy, freedom, happiness, and heaven.